A coin is spinning in the air. Under the stadium, in a small gray room. No cameras, no crowd. 3 men watch it turn, and the loser goes home, not from a match, from a World Cup, not beaten by a goal, beaten by a coin. You think the penalty shootout is the cruelest way to lose. A lottery. Pure luck, no skill at all. You have it exactly backwards. The shootout was invented to make football fairer, because for 40 years, this is how the biggest games actually ended. With chance. Real, literal chance. Start with the problem nobody could solve. 90 minutes. The score is level. Play 30 more. Extra time. Still level. Still nothing. Now what? For most of football's history, the rulebook had no answer. It simply did not say. So they did the obvious thing. They played the whole match again. A replay. Another day. Another 90 minutes. Sometimes another extra time on top. Imagine that today. 2 World Cup matches to settle one. And here is the worst part. Sometimes the replay drew 2, so they replayed the replay. The games stacked up like a traffic jam. Teams exhausted, schedules collapsing. Football needed a faster way to pick a winner. It found the fastest one imaginable. It picked at random. When the time ran out, they drew lots. Colored discs dropped into a bag. A captain reaches in, eyes shut, he pulls one out. That disc decides who advances. A whole tournament in a closed fist. Or, even simpler, a coin. This is not a legend. It happened on the biggest stage. A European Championship semi-final. 2 nations, nothing between them. 90 minutes, nothing. Extra time, nothing. There was no time left to replay. So the captains followed the referee. Down the tunnel. Into a back room. And they tossed a coin. One captain called it. He called it right. His team walked into the final. The other walked out of the tournament. And then his team won the whole thing. Champions of Europe. Decided in part by a coin they never earned. The team that lost was furious. And the whole sport finally saw the problem. You could outplay no one and still advance. You could lose without being beaten. Something had to change. And somewhere, a man was already watching. He had just seen his own team go out the same way. Not on the pitch, on chance. And he had a simple idea. If the game is level, do not flip a coin, do not reach into a bag, put the ball on the spot. Let the players decide it themselves. 1 kick, 1 keeper, 1 chance. He wrote it up and pushed it. Referees backed it. Officials passed it up the chain. On the 27th of June, 1970, football's lawmakers agreed. The penalty shootout was born. The very first one was tiny. A small English summer cup. 2 clubs. A strange new rule, history made. But the World Cup did not rush. The 1970 World Cup still kept the old way. Level knockout ties would be drawn by lots. The coin survived. For now, the first shootout in a major final came in 1976. A European Championship settled from the spot. And the World Cup? It waited until 1982. Spain. A semifinal. A summer night in Seville. For the first time, the World Cup let the players decide. No coin, no bag, no back room, just the long walk to the spot. And we have called it a lottery ever since. Cruel, random, unfair. But here is what that word gets wrong. A lottery is a disc pulled from a bag, a coin spinning in a room you are not allowed into. You cannot train for that. You cannot earn it back. You just lose, and no one even kicked a ball. The shootout handed it back to the players. The walk, the breath, the ball on the spot, the choice. It is still cruel, but now, at last, it is yours to lose. So the next time a shootout breaks your heart, remember what it replaced. For 40 years, the World Cup was not always won by the best team. It was won by the right call. On a coin.